Okay, I'm back here at the Weldon dump, getting ready to dig a hole right here, right next to this big hole that was fully loaded with sodas, and that hole down there. So I'm going to link it up with this one. I'm just afraid there's going to be massive roots with these giant trees around here, but I got to do it. Yep, can't even get a couple inches without hitting big roots. It's like doing surgery in the ground. This bone is in the way, gotta saw it out. Okay, 1 hour later, I'm finally getting to the glass, and I have maybe a whole bottle. It is. I don't believe it. I don't see any cracks either. Well, it does have some fractures around the base, but it's another 1915 from Weldon. Okay, as always, a giant root that I can't get through. Do you see the size of that root right there? It's about 4.5 inches thick, perfectly in the middle of the hole at a 45-degree angle to ruin everything. I don't know if I can handle cutting a root that big with a saw that's possibly only 1/4 of an inch longer than the width of this. But if not, I'll just have to tunnel under it as best as I can. Okay, I think I've got one. Oh, it's almost whole. But not quite. Still has the cap on it for some reason. Still good enough to bring it home. Okay, I see a neck sticking out there. I think it feels like a whole bottle. Pretty close anyway. Chipped up and cracked. Okay, we got a very tight workspace here. I decided not to try and cut this root because it might kill this tree, then the tree would fall over and land in somebody's backyard. That would be bad for sure. We found a horseshoe. Does that mean good luck for me? Just popped out something that looks unfamiliar to me. Registered AIM trademark? Nope, never seen one before. And 20 seconds later, another medicine I've never seen before. Let me wipe it off a bit. No, it's not a KKK, it's just a KK. It's a honey amber blown in a mold. But it's broken. But since I've never seen one before, I'll probably bring it home with me anyway. Okay, I finally found my second Roanoke Rapids upside down embossing mint cola. Of course, the top's broken off, but it's probably worth repairing this bottle since it's so rare. So narrow, I can't even get my body down there. I think we got one here. Okay, it's a Chiro Cola. You know what that means. Every one of these I ever find has cracks in it. But this one actually looks like it doesn't have any. So put it in the water. My bucket's overflowing with bottles already. Gonna have to take a load back to the van. Okay, I'm finding some odd stuff now. It's one of the Grove's Tasteless Chill Tonics. And some kind of a extract. And then I just pulled out this broken flask. 28 ounces. It's a pretty weird size. And then I just pulled out a cylinder which also looks like 28 ounces. A little bit smaller than most of the cylinders that I see. You won't believe what I just found. It's a 10-pin from the Mint Cola Bottling Company, and it's in near mint condition. It's got a little bit of a chip on the top, but other than that, it's mint. Something different. Sort of a heel script, but also Practically a center scripted Coke bottle. Since this heel slug plate is so tall, it's the tallest I've ever seen. This is from Emporia, Virginia. Never seen one like it before. It's a little bit dark down here. There's the hole I dug last week. And here's a 3-foot thick layer of solid bottles. You can see that one right there. Got some nice embossing on it. Wow, I've never seen one of these. It's a brown from Tarboro, but it's a different variation. It's got brown and small letters, and so that's sort of interesting. Then I have a whiskey fifth showing up right here. And all kinds of bottles next to it. Broken, of course. And this one, of course, is going to take some time to get out. Machine-made clear slicker. Found a nice looking drugstore. Of course it had to be broken in half. But that would have been a nice one. And no, I didn't break it. That's an old rusty crack on there. Okay, I'm back at the Weldon dump. It's pretty cold out today. Not really excited about digging, but the hole as good as this one. I've got all the hard work done so far. Now all I have to do is just reach in and grab them. I mean, they're just sticking out of the walls everywhere. So it's going to be a lot more fun today. Alright, we're down here in the wall of bottles. Hundreds of soda bottles. So unfortunate that 99% are broken. But I think we have a whole one right here. Well, close anyway. It's just a churro cola. Stick that in the junk hole. Okay, the lens is fogging up because it's so foggy out here today. I found a broken Greenville Coca-Cola product bottle. Too bad, because that's a pretty rare one. Okay, I got a light on, but it's not helping that much. Got tons of bottles still in here. Got one right there, another one right there, possibly one right here, another one right in there, and sort of one right there. Finally found a perfect Pepsi. No chips. Wait a minute. It does have a crack right there. And a churro cola. It's got a sheared top, but it's from Savannah, Georgia. First one I've seen from there. There's a nice looking 1915 Coke. Actually has a seam going right up here. It's pretty unusual. So that's what they call a split seam, or semi-automatic bottle machine made. And look at that, it's from Petersburg, Virginia. Would have been a nice one. It's got that big number 2 on the bottom. Some people like that kind of stuff. Found a cola nut syrup of a different, newer variation. It's kind of a unique looking bottle. Then I found a triple scripted Pepsi from Rocky Mount. I don't see any damage to this one, so it's probably about a $35 bottle. Okay, I also found a cola nut syrup. It's also machine made, but it's definitely an older style. It's got that giant monogram on one side. Interesting embossing on it. So that's probably a $75 or $80 bottle right there. Found a mint cola It's intact. It's from Roanoke Rapids, but not the upside down variation. It's machine made and does have an inch long fracture right there, but it's about as good as they get. At least there's no broken off top on it. Then I found a Vervac. That's the first one of these I've seen in this dump. It's from Washington, North Carolina. It's kind of a unique looking bottle. But of course the top's broken off. But since it's the only one I found here, I'll probably bring it home anyway. And a Chiro Cola. Usually these are broken or at least have multiple cracks in them. So this is possibly the best example I've found. They just are such poor quality glass, they always break. So that's still a keeper in that condition. And another mid-scripted Weldon Pepsi. I can either saw it off and repair it or make a drinking glass out of it. For those of you who don't know what fish eyes are, I found an interesting beer. Unfortunately it's broken. I've never seen one of these before. Okay, I think I've tunneled it as far as I can, about 3 feet in every direction. So, when I come back again next week, I'll start up a hole right over here. Well, that's it for today. Like and subscribe. I was just washing some bottles that I dug a week ago and was very pleasantly surprised to see this. I thought it was just a standard aqua, but it's actually green. Maybe the darkest green straight-sided Coke I've ever seen, except for the one from Canada. So, have you ever seen a Mab Scott West Virginia in this beautiful green color before? Yeah, it's not quite mint, but it sure displays nicely anyway. It does have that crack right there. But sitting on a shelf like that looks pretty close to mint. Gotta love that color though. And I just washed up the mint cola from Macclesfield, North Carolina. And it is truly in mint condition. So that's a really nice bottle to add to my collection. It's the only mint cola made in this style. And the town is very small.